do kai nye se ni anymore. My who say Akufo Addo na yenim da dansa na obeye omampani no. Black Stars of Ghana there be 8,000 million years ska no enisa. Mo ma me chance nko twetwe nkomo. Dr. Ben Ankra ha say e na bobo enso so e wa ha. Honorable Margin. Now what is saying?
Adumara kwa. If you have mum no ba ha papa.
So was not here.
Oh,
well life one.
And I fetch up na one kasa muboko breaki maketro. Oh, maketro.
Say
Ebeka ya e wo de ye kruma ha minche wetifu dinana
kanka
sekunefo a woni wuti na nepe e wo de e convert na you know NDC for one position would take in terms of comments he make na no one kaka ona sanka pachawa one approve na no one zam. So party communication took a decision that Cecil's representative Wabomizin the Monkoda Mukoboa, my brother Penyin, Honorable Dr. Matthew Poku Prempe, Ministry of Energy, Ministry of Media Kakra, na post the vetting na area engage. Unfortunately, you vetting so na jumano otuism full swing.
Na mo start bobo.
And see na ma odu baby nurture there media engagement no eyes no kakra.
As a warranty.
Of course.
Movie na mo start bromo.
Brone day was unfortunate. Of course, incident we see 7th January 2017 just before Yaboko break.
And you know, make I levy here no. And they said they are
only just before Yaboko break a Christmas issues. It was very, very unfortunate. But of course, opposition party would take a certain position. Now, unfortunately, from all indications, no speaker or otum or neutral. Nenzi Ebi or suggest they will aid the opposition party to frustrate government business. Otherwise, they strategize. Now, what strategy so it has to be in accord with law. Now, first deputy speaker or exercising the right as a member of parliament to take a decision was one thing, and because of that, no, they stormed the days where the speaker sits. Obviously, Munia Ashama MP was set the president. They walk on or come in Guado, and the necessarily our members also had to ensure that did not happen. Now, Okriti Dam Melia, Ghana Fina work on them, including most of us ourselves. We clearly did not support that kind of activity. We have to use our brains to have a discourse as opposed to fist to, as it were, resolve issues. You disagree. And leadership will make a commitment that going forward we would work together to ensure that the incident on CBM. And I hope that both sides abide by that commitment. And see, personally, I maybe on behalf of my colleagues, Mumbaha in a long time and even take advantage and apologize for those incidents. Going forward, those issues, we would rather debate and dialogue and subject the matters to a vote. With the expectation there will be also be playing a role, especially the speaker, who, for all intents and purposes, in constitution and standing orders, or yet clear that he is not a member of parliament, and see on participating in debates on your part of decision making in parliament. He is only to preside, to ensure that the two sides who have been elected by the good people of Ghana to take decisions on their behalf or play a neutral arbiter role in carrying out his functions so that incidents are OC sometime in December no going forward.
Dr. Angra
Mania
Napum
and yet
and then my more official.
I think on material now my son
I don't know.
Now and maybe I'm say one of Monco for ya my news item be who or my say Madina Adenta Kwano footbridge any so into a demonstration at one point in time block a crown shit time and Yamencha de Aban footbridge no now assembly for no hono I don't know my Germany patron had your footbridge no so Madina MC ni Adenta MC almost on fast one say then of course me never do amentias so what you say they are to actually move
now
I didn't footbridge no so no moton ade I didn't try
because you're too African no say you want ade o hunti
I said Security and Exchange Commission SEC omon sorry no munye omadwuma yie UMB investment ye de sika akoto ho omon fa sika ma on person be ma
ade
omon kwa no omonim SEC ye no omodi nkomo e bro 1 year ni afa na omoye omho ye behwe sa akokwa asa na omoto no omoye no so omohwe no SEC mpanfo omtumi nya adwuma na omonyai omunya because there's a reason why ntia ye do omotena ho say especially institution be ya na adwuma no onye ni ya wo na ya regulator wo na wo so wo bam as neutral arbiter omohwe omunyama yie na ne kra na omo ehwe sa street light lefi poku ase ba achimota no mo me ntwem accident ensi ho ansa na ya ka ho asem street light poku ase ba achimota so nam kwan so a hu say light bi aso
ayo
enya ho nko o media na ma hu na me ka ho asem obi nya ya nkono so nka mamma ne kwan mo fa microphone call ran mbisa e bia other places street light na e won ya pa o ye ntwa ma accident ade ye ade say ye nyina sabe ye nyina ye adwuma fire service asem ni see ya ade chia ne ye nyina ya pie obia the solution ya ba now better brofo akese high powered government delegation high powered mon ko ye street light na mai sa assembly na also you say ban rules so say when say highways moon face street light no afifu fro na ewuram no enya aguro na ebedi o me yan sisa na ma kakra ya be hard to na na asa ho ye de
ready adom enya black stars an kam ho ye pa
black star da so
no
me ka say o magu no
coach no so ho
coach no
on so
so coach na sam there me as far back as 24th September studio ya na chairman na tia na me ka say me mpene so coach a emfie 9 onye adwuma da na ote ne ba bi na obi afa phone na friend say ya be se ya me wadwuma nye say ono be apply mpo hwe kwan kra fa so a ya ye nua ga na ni akono ya spam no ya na ye say ada ye pam coach no ye ma ye ho 72 hours ya appoint coach now visit coach no ya turn Samuel ko ewodwom ni ama ya ho 72 hours e kona koto bibra che na mo mfa mo ho adwene a hwe ade o mo ye ho blaster di Ghana blaster na boy ni o mo chiri yes first time a blaster bobo na na say ye share go kura won ti dede okurum ojo mo hu say there's something wrong Ghana o minor cancer spirit kura enter team na chi ya kofa players aba edu time a ye pe obi kwa mana kwa substitution no kra player not bench want to me kwa ye we nto o spirit kra enta team na ji omo hwe no mo sise omo nema omo ya appointee coach no omo sa executive committee omo nyina o se pam obi a ye ngu team ni nyina ni ye nhihye no foforo ye won nkofo a wahu omo wo epepa omo wo ahoɔden bi opese obɛbɔ ball no nko no so de gini din yani a sabi no obi a wa me de ye de aduane kame no the passion is not there the z no de kwa kokko se me kokko amagana ono ba fa so ana yeso no ya de ode ko na players na ya de deda coach Papa, me support Hasselfolk. It's the last team I was supporting Ghana. What I said. But there was a coach in Hasselfolk. Oba, to me, identify as Obi a defender. No, Danny and striker. That same year, Nipa now no defender, no Oba and striker, no Jigo King.
Eric Ajimai.
What I say? Or Oba Go King. This is a coach. Where you friend the coach. Now you are in nam way. Me, I will teach you. Me tell you.
But that coach no Ebru
Me say or no your coach. Or no to me identify. Now you are nam way. No tactics. Or to what? Sabi. As an idea. Where your coach? Then coaches be brave, better than what he is there doing. Mimi nya yanko Matisse say na omo ba obi ankata nanim no nko ne fie boko ana ba bi omo free buy no nko mo nko ho rada omo san fa plane cry and see o man sika mfa ma ha anya obi an in pedigree o edu ba bi ne say o na PCFM pa ni what is say obi kan sa asem na anya o ya say PCFM pa ni because obi a wo level like dem odu Ghana Blaster na omo boy. Excuse me.
Doc.
Honorable.
Oh yeah. But me feel the throwing the baby away with the bath water would not be the solution.
Which one is the baby?
These are our boys.
The Black Stars are the babies.
Of course.
Them 23 players. But Papa won't do 7.
Baby throwing away the baby with the bath water. No, literal meaning. I don't think that. Yes, they didn't do well, but I mean that doesn't mean that Sabiuna Uba or ya Unando Ekanando to another over. Let's not bastardize the boys.
Oh, no.
You know, yeah, one yard we agree, but I don't think that the right way is to condemn them. There's such that baby crowd feel ben wonko but this is their home. They are Ghanaians.
Wonko next time more buying the name of Black Star.
Walker represent one. Unfortunately, they did not live up to expectation. So we throw them away. I don't think so. Yes, you can take decisions that would ensure there's a technical team that 1 year and all those kinds of things are. By all means, so coach for no there by all means. What way we excel here? But 1 year, yes, you chastise one kakra. But outright condemnation, one engine under the bus, they on the menu in all honesty. I wasn't happy with their performance. Not at all. I will not sit here and pretend as if everything is kosher. Obviously, Wanyati. Comoros power, Ghana. On task, but I don't think that in itself should warrant the kind of reception I advocate the FHR.
Now will be an case
No, the Asia one, of course. I'll be free.
Who show my name?
We sent them to go and represent us. Or AFCON or Cameroon. Okay, why ye and see a from Bima. Say to one China about to mark from Bima. Obviously, boys Yabi now form the core of the team. Any rebuilding Biano cannot be done without some of these boys.
In your 7 room.
Oh, whatever it is, a crew still. For Chrome in any event, you're prepared towards World Cup. Unless, of course, the suggestion there, because of one performance, were out AFCON. Team know why you're so useless. They ain't 2-1 engine crown and suspend the World Cup attempt to they ain't rebuild the team for free. With technical team fresh, new players and all that. Otherwise, I'm saying that.
My brother, tell you.
Nigeria
for one coach, we find how many months to the tournament?
2 months.
Now, young coach, he's there telling us there. He didn't have good materials. Who selected the materials?
The problem with your suggestion that coach, when you need I'm a player, see. SN2 on under the bus.
No, we can disagree, but anyway, I don't want to overstretch it.
Yes, yeah, one who there. Ghana for Yenuanji, one numbers on Boy AFCON. And it's a comments are media men will report players now because we will realize that one yadi. But let's not throw them under the bus.
Quantum power father was selected players.
It's the
Mr.
technical team that does the selection. It's about me, let's hold them to account.
Honorable, one of the issues I ever discuss and pay government revenue nade. In him there, government what you done for blaster coach. And then the GFA decided to use it for something else. And then the coach is sleeping in the hotel. This is happening here in this country.
On the minimum, but of course, I don't have any cause.
For so long a time, Yaka, Minister of Sports, youth is aware of this. Missy, from Blaster, GFA, but don't go forward. We need a total cleanup.
Total cleanup, no. Per the rules are what the Jumano. FIFA rules are or govern football administration in all countries. Does it lie in our power to do a total cleanup of the GFA?
Nobody's asking for the total.
But that's exactly what Doc is saying. We need a total cleanup.
No, as for the GFA, you're too about
because everyone the way constitute the management of the Ghana football team and all of them. Appointment of technical people in Nano is they who are responsible. And if you're asking for a total cleanup of the entire space, do we have the power to do that? Yes, by all means. Abando provide all the financing for the national teams GF will manage. And see, if government has a say in a certain direction, are able to influence, and I'm not so sure whether even that say government has, because I'm sure they and I we are aware of the conflict between the state and GFA with respect to the management of the national team that no one can win now. FIFA World One rules this year that no government intervention.
FIFA now so well and you know to blast of vocal.
Minimum.
Yes, can what you know.
But
the structure that is in place, the legal framework within which I will operate, we have a very limited space for governments, and of course, this matter with the Black Stars. At every point, be our and be our perform piano. Government of the day is then called upon to take certain actions that would, if you like, improve one fortunes in the future. But it turns out that Aban, in most cases, hasn't got the power to exercise the kinds of reforms Ghana for do na in running our football. See how it goes now. By all means, there has to be action or the GFA or the Ministry of Youth and Sports, of course. Me who circle bia or the minister, we invite GFA one leadership for some meeting or China. What the outcome of that meeting will be. Now, be ado Qatar 2022 day. Other blasters here could be. Yakoso anya dey yakọ na the group stages na yakọ no we eliminate me. Ya be ekon be ado dey ekọ n'enyim. And if Nigeria has been able to do something about their team in 2 months, obviously say competent technical people I'm sure they want to have built Black Star team to bring some laurels to Ghana.
Now, Dr. Angra, one strange thing about Nigerian team, no more foreign coach. About qualifiers, any idea in Emma, Drew, I can't 3 months to the tournament. No, no, say coach, Gerhard Schroeder or something. The modern ones, any, and Omo Pamono. Omo Pamono, and now Omo Kofa, Austin Guavon, our Omo former player, Eden Base. Omo fat team non prepare Omo for Monko Afcon. Omo de adwuma ma Eguavon wie no, e no masa Kofa Bruni. Enti ye ka se Bruni ne te wings or train. Say Eguavon be wie turn away a obo no. Oba na waji team na finism.
Nana nti ogidi se sanka ye hwem pa Ghana to say former players ni afa be for deliberate effort. Ye do makọ training ya mom courses ni ade say ye adwen say bia the next 4 or 5 years no. Nye say sebi sorry ya obi akeke ye fa no so me coach. But effort ben ye say ye be building nipa capacity. ni aka say on share CMF blaster cry e bia ko share CMF under 17 now or yen train no more experience no then take over because I said yen share them plan it we are then ka say what the committee or monko appointee coach in 72 hours coaches normally nam car kwan ho and obi akura CV all pay adwuma kra within 72 hours obetumi anya coach papa say obe appointee so me adwuma
chadam timeline we meet
Omiti. Say unim time almost yes 72 hours. You know what
they plan one
they had done. Time GF for back catch say mama we need 72 hours. You know Milo was in town already.
Look at this.
Coach Milo was in town.
Oh, Dama.
Yeah, he was in town. Oh, but Black Stars is something.
Listen, Kofuna, what are you? I'm quite there. One was son. What they are just joking with that. With our hearts.
Bobo Frabem Timetanase, but I'm not making me try to me say. Minister of Youth and Sport maintenance you. Kate, Mon can check Coach Milo some of Magana's way meeting as them. When you meeting as them, Mon can check some of Magana. Reynolds is right there call Afcon be say, I knew one crowd of who free who are Burkina Faso, Wana, or San and Yamano Kunikrum. No, Twasuko Crums way as
a way aware say, I buy Eddie Dancy for GFA coach. May say,
Quasia events a CK Wahono. Car as I see the Black Stars coach. Yes, was a Black Stars coach. Young farmer no. Omo kan ya GF president be catch say you know CK no ne ho nkyere no the card da.
Asem we yaka.
Young farmer no.
Asem we yaka.
E dan no idea su Ghana ban dey su say GF
Ghana government where you dan the one farmer coach.
Onim e dan omo see farmer Black Stars coach no man farmer CK. We buy no Milo e buy no. Ena oma dane sa dan no ese efie no ese emfa nye GFA you know coach resident no their office after that no ena oma san akwa technical director hwan Thomas Lepe ono so wo ha mo appointed coach Milo mo technical director was not involved but a technical director for Black Stars coach Milo awoti we or interpreter you interpreter naka wo assistant coach Stankovic ono so Epianaka and was signed one Master Konedu on so you can kaka. In fact, all the backroom staff now or abroad by me and son adding in Ghana a home resource. What are we saying?
New York,
oh God,
New York.
The Minister of Youth and Sports must act
in terms of questioning the technical competencies needed. I don't mean you in Dutch in the crowd. Sabiwa, Mankasa mini relation be our Black Stars players him. But I think that obey unfair for us to reject them. Wasn't there one kobo wasn't. I mean that's my only concern with submissions.
Anyway,
but all other comments in now, I think that it's appropriate that I associate myself with the sentiments why I express. Unfortunately, Michelle Black Stars now GFA one set up.
Okay.
And see, I can't speak to those matters no. Dama na coaching and technical bench na and you win now wins in offhand. So chere ayaza abomazna na esi abotena ahwehwemi.
So Nyamaya Zempa or Ghana ha it's only sports that brings us together.
Kokrokoo Mensah says Ishmael Ketz, the then Black Stars coach from Brazil, didn't return to Ghana from AFCON 1996 in South Africa because of the abysmal performance. Wama u ono Bruni Papa no wama noa onimpa. Robert Tetekoman, CEO Wembley Sports Complex. Thank you for the support. You see, Bibia ni Ghana say etimi ka oman no bom echen sports. Nothing. Bibia ni ho.
Yeah.
Because ebi na wokan Speaker cry ni say wo chair proceedings in parliament or no what Jim for decision ba person ye bi me ade nyina me number 3 me number 1 me we ni nyina ba Black Stars go a obia di akire bi Black Stars go a MPP needs to go, NDC needs to go, Muslims to go, Buddhists to go, obia ni age ni e refi crasi or problems ho monya Black Stars ni ye anyway mo mic in your life intimuntie the man for so dia ba. The Cardinal. This is my suggestion. 1. Sack Coach Milo. 2. Assemble 3 local coaches for the national team. 3. Some players should never be invited again. Example, the Ayu brothers. 4. Use more local-based players then Ghana can qualify for the World Cup proper. Nana Yao ewo Achim Swedru ena odino ebaye. Nana Yao. You and Odia and Kai have said it all. Randy Abe and Kurt Kokrokoo should simply go. They should simply go home. They should go with Milu, Patrick, Ewodoko, and Ode Ebaye. Now that Odi has started speaking, please control him well because I can feel his pain. Dr. Dampare is listening to him do. Dr. Babazamo, Master Planner Jr. Mukaila Jonah said, "Yeah, Kerry." It is quite sad to see our gallant Black Stars exiting at this early stage. The wrongs began from the scratch. How can you employ a coach who doesn't understand English? A coach who employed his akonta as his interpreter. God save Ghana. I miss Samuel Jan. Hey, Ghana, Wafa coach. Waba Ghana. Coach in the free Ghana 10 years ago. Oba for no Tibrofo, and it wasn't the problem. 10 years later, Oba is still on Tibrofo. Now, out there Ghana for imagine. Coach here, Dr. Benjamin Ankre Kuta Ball. No, person will catch on a boy, Japan message, a Japan channel. No, I catch interpreter.
Catch Ruby. You know,
not born away. I mean, DNA priorities.
Now, you could be a sending message or say, a governor, no, a technical director for 2 years.
Technical director of what?
The
Nigeria.
Kajan is on San Cobra, on Conomra.
There we are.
Also, on Conomra, seeing you. Why?
Also, the suggestion that he took over the team 3 months ago is not correct.
On Conomra, can't you say me so on Conomra?
Okay.
Why? On Conomra.
Ote wouldn't be assured that Agazana so good.
Uncle, on reading more. I also reading more. Please tell Honorable Japan Mesa that they have every right to dissolve GFA since they are major stakeholders. The worst case scenario, we get banned by FIFA. That can afford us enough time to make our local league better. Ni no kufio in Teman and our day ebaye.
And see, I'm forfeit to Qatar 2022 bia.
Well, maybe moment dear, to be honest with you.
Because they dissolve GFA as a FIFA babani na. What it means is that you to participate in any FIFA sanctioned activity bia
until further notice.
Until the ban is lifted.
Media me gidi say GFA na hono yet to abane yi omo. And democracy na dey ba kwa ya no. Sir John say Sir John say to abama ban bone ya ho. Say be ye na ne time be so awetu no. Eno na ya asem no. So you can only endure aka 18 months. Na omo 10 ya no aso. Then as soon as you can go for election if you think that there are better candidates, put them out there. No omo nko through the process. Ye yi omo. But we no mo say see ana ye to aba na yi omo ntimi yi omo hwe. However, we can also say coach no one and to abani coach no on baby na yempe say your next match March 2022 and then the World Cup final hurdle no. Okay, now yempam coach Milo and the backroom staff ni nyina omonko coach Professor Minta wo ho Ibrahim Tanko e wo ho Dr. Prosperity Ogum Kokrokoo chi wo ho mom put o miensa no together na mon kan kire o mo say sa hurdle no home and away pe mienu me titi say bia FIFA squad be born one off mon qualify mon put me win sa match na ye call World Cup proper mon qualify mo win a ye be ma mo bia 30,000 USD flat and na ho mo miensa mon kambom obi anya coach mo miensa mo de mon kambom na mo nya sa adwuma no na mo assemble team na mo fanye no mo fa local coach players in adwuma no cover player or has to focus ye try and 700 Ghana cedis a month na catch them say home and away game mu win na ya mama 5,000 USD
you see many problem bia they about assemble local players but local players work on our China teams were Europe na other places baba botton ako
no correct
into work you beja when the man have a new local players ni train one.
Very good.
Are we building a team
very good
in those
point.
Circumstances?
Etina yaka say yem fan hyehyɛ nto hɔ say yen local league you know. In fact, I'm not going to make a fantastic submission. And I've even listened to Professor Joshua Alabi. ɔno so aka saa asɛm wei ada sɛ ɔno n'adwene yɛ ne sɛ ɔman no bɛtumi adi sika bi atoɔ sɛ local league no yɛpɛ sɛ yɛ build a form of employment for the youth sɛ woyɛ local player wode wo nsa hyɛ professional contractor sɛ a yɛse at least bɔ local league no bɛyɛ 4 years ansa na watu kwan ɔman no ankasa atwa sika bi ato hɔ a yɛse yɛ minimum wage for a professional player a ɔbɔ premier league ɛyɛ ebi a 1,000 Ghana cedis coach team no wofi sɛ wo player deserve more than 1,000 a tuade aka no so ɛfama no yɛn keep players no kakra
na 1,000 na aban no botua
it is a player no onya contract na sɛ ɔkɔ a certain percentage of that contract eba consolidated fund num eba consolidated fund num sɛ GF was it here say nkeze unimu a you be a fan ITC international transfer certificate say local player bi anya foreign team na say obekɔ a 15% eco GF for no am de eden
okura nsema akika no pe kura onya more than a football consultant
am de eden
GF na what na na ade me en course no
yem pass yi levy in this camera na ehwe na
yi levy no o se mo besa de aba
proposition
mo se mo besa de yi levy na ba baba
statement no makane no na dam part no no e me yi kakra o se yi levy no yenji infi ho
no somebody to hold
yam fan to hold
mo yenden
well, in that sense, I can above a backer, then I can understand. But the impression I mean, any day be as a dama, you know, no man this full time a budget approval was where I get budget and come from me.
There be any impression.
I don't say me clear.
O said the nyai.
And now, was that there? Procedure na ye kutru a ye de rise na or ye whether to take the budget or the bill under a certificate of urgency another ye treat as a normal bill
okay
oboko through the regular processes in not in one day if you like wasn't there say bill committee determined there it should be taken under a certificate of urgency. Yeah, processes of second reading, consideration, third reading in 1 day. And see, at that point, now disagreement in this year, yen to me answer and see, you defend for the second session of parliament nyame adoma next week Tuesday yabako akashase na
baba
oya reho enwa osande the propaganda or surround the e-levy passage no or they yet to me yet no you take a step back na yes whether the motives are uncomfortable object to them e-levy or ye altruistic or ye nationalistic and or ye patriotic another or ye mischievous or ye pure politicking Ozan they say to me make the assessment now. Then we are not making progress. On your boko in circles the ma on you then Nana Doran Kwakufu Adona ban Ghana for what Abaman 2017. Ye na about a certain economic reality. Na yen indicators ni na was not right. In fact, they were under an IMF program. At the time, yaba banum no 18 months while lapse under the IMF program. No. Benchmarks are previous government on your World Bank agreement no, they hadn't met even one. And see, as part of the conversations with the IMF, it became necessary. The order extended by a year or so, running up to the end of the fiscal year. And the IMF were pulling out at that point. Taban G2, and we embarked on a consensus plan to meet critical benchmarks that enabled us to exit 18 months after we came into government. Yen economic indicators now started looking in the right direction. Debt to GDP was brought within control. Budget deficit under 5%. Economic growth picked up from the low 2.4 to an average of 7% 2017, 2018, 2019. Global multinationals and now intergovernmental agencies, IMF, World Bank, ratings agencies in Ghana was touted as the fastest growing country in sub-Saharan Africa. In fact, the end position crowd globally was in the top 5. 2020, you call Euro bond. Bekea, in the first quarter, we raised $3 billion at the lowest rate for the longest tenure. Was under the confidence in our economy was growing, because consistently over 3 years, now your GDP growth rate positive. Oh, I might say, oh, now there be okay GDP. Now it doesn't reflect in people's pocket. On reflecting people's pocket, to send there consistently in the past, no, ya kosoro kakra, play at swab form. In fact, in 2011, thereabout, Ghana grew by in excess of 11%. The following year, yaba 4 point BB. Neyako 5 point BB. Neyaba 2 point. There was no consistency. GDP so when grow consistently, then it doesn't translate down into a consistent growth in GDP. Now over time, or reflect at the micro level. Or reflect one kofu, one kutukum. Until everything pointed to a government that was doing things right. Average 7%. Then COVID hit. And the pen we read article here. FQ Michelle or Sunday Bram. 7 reasons why goods and services, prices of goods and services across the world.
COVID-19.
Thank you very much. But that's the reality. UK alone, they borrowed trillions of dollars just so that they can protect their citizens. COVID hit. In fact, article no share there, even the global supply chain and the cost of transportation. Container from Asia to UK, it costs £1,200, and down in them £17,000, 40-footer container. And so what will happen? It would affect prices of goods and services in the country. COVID hit. Abandoned revenue took a hit. Sharp decline. Meanwhile, no, you needed to protect lives and livelihoods. And see, Aban had to expend over and above budget. Why? Say, expend more when your revenue too is not coming in. Your only option that is available to you is to borrow. Until government went ahead to borrow. So, okay, one of the statements His Excellency the President would deliver in his numerous speeches to the people of Ghana. Also, we know how to bring back the economy, but human lives, we do not know how to bring them back. Until Aban had to do more to ensure that our country does not grind to a halt. Social expenditure had to be sustained. Business support, cap boost, was initiated. Government had to provide water and electricity at great cost, just so that people will not lose their lives, their livelihoods. All that cost money. Of course, between 2018, 19, financial sector, the mess that the previous government had left, the huge sums of money that Ofi government chest by way of liquidity support and Kokrokoo were blown there was no tomorrow. Government had to look for money to bail and save some of those banks, just so that in excess of 4 million Ghanaians on deposits will be saving. And the payer doc allude to UMB investment. Yes. In the very unlikely event, and I don't know the details, that if he goes down, his investment will be lost. That was where we found ourselves in 2018, 2019. Millions of people. Government had to save them. Energy sector. Power purchase agreements were signed. Nana, most recent figures in China. Of course, increasingly we are consuming some of the excess power. But we still pay for huge megawatts of power that we don't need. ECG now was signing a contract to Zampara, but they don't have the resources to pay. So at all times they have to fall on the finance ministry, the public chest. All these sums of money has to be paid. Inti say total government revenue nano right from the get-go, first. One of the statements are now fresh MP was Haruna Idrusu. Where's the fiscal space? You say you do free SHS, you do this, you do planting for food, we do this, you do this. Where's the fiscal space? Osande, at the time, total tax revenue was consumed, 96 or 97% of it was consumed by only 3 items: wages and salaries, interest payments, non-statutory funds. Skanasa. But the finance ministry found a way through the Capping and Earmark Funds Act to create space just so that we can fund these critical social intervention policies for the good people of our country. As a oh, a new fiscal space. Of course, or realize na your man how much you pay. No one will get you there. As some again. We don't see now, but premise my some making now with role. On into the matter of background no. Or send they say and situate issues no in their proper context. Obi jinechi no jindo. men this for can on gospel.
Nchano pen this one can say.
Oh, they don't have to speak and they pay. Wakasa from the day our budget will ready 17th November till end. Still our Wakasa. Next still 1 year, one boycott of a piece of FM.
Unjai.
Whoa. I see. So we just born. Nanka yen your opportunity now what's na hand you expose one. But I can't tricks no because they don't want to be held accountable by some worker. And the stations all feel that way objective, critical in one analysis no one back.
But honorable correction, one boycott 2 piece FM.
Why boycott anything?
Kokrokoo. Check odo nyumira waba program.
The other programs you know muba. It's only Kokrokoo.
It's only Kokrokoo.
Check Kokrokoo a very critical analytic program. Unbelievable. And see, them sika aban was spending 9. Yet do baby yen debt wako to a level yako beyond BMA oba hoyen. Obiso one kwa IMF ya kwa IMF eke then yakobo bosa na wa main conditions the increase revenue cut away expenditure public sector employment cut do public sector rationalization sack nko no one ket na fie IMF ya kwa prescriptions there in interbancy okay CCR investment here were electronic platforms of course with the support of yen telcos electronic transactions be more most tax handles traditional is moving there transactions do na for an online ma nke last time amuko DSTV dem ko tuama Ghana water crown and say muntua one office mobile money na bia dey transactions you know no me fitafo or informal that's where people pay them what or one part that's how they pay you know no carpenter for okoto onundia mobile money no wodutua all of them are not within the tax bracket. In fact, out of 30 million Ghanaians, only 2.4 pay what we are direct taxes. Of course, our ban was start to turn more P to formalize yen economy. And they are excited. Bank of Ghana will issue statement. The Ghana card on open obey. The idea able to make that banking transaction. Why?
From July.
Why? Because Obia or Ghana card Nibia, government will have the data on everybody. Obotum we use that means no one leverage ma Obia no contribution be although make biano we make. No significantly Abanobotum will identify the vulnerable. The way to we provide one support.
Honorable, sorry. Just them registration of SIM card no code. Sometimes when you want to sign in to your email, now say use machine that e bop bonde wa pop up or email address or password in be on price save it down.
That's right.
Look at the hell people are going through. Isn't there any other means there? A component kadeo a Japan message number 414414. Nencho bompa. They can just directly link it to your Ghana card. Look at what people are going through. This eating or but look at the process. Doc. Isn't there any other means? Doc. There, tell you why the fingerprint? Waha, why do you? So when I put my finger on something, it could bring all my details, and then you link it to my telephone number. Why should this create problem? Since I'm confirmed Kwejuma, of course I lied the man just to register the SIM.
Doc,
brother.
distract him kakra.
Oh, sorry.
Was then the focus on your levy, but this is also an equally important matter
because it can't. That's why.
But what I say, of course, say a rollout program been a challenges bar or they to may review, and so I will support any call for the National Communications Authority and Ministry of Communication and Digitalization. Of course, last week, what came out in the way to why some review system will move faster than before. I understand that it creates some inconvenience, but ultimately, what is the broader agenda? What's the SIM card re-registration? I think that it's in the right direction. But of course, I agree. If there are some mechanisms, a technical person, so I can't speak in detail to that. But if some mechanism is I think that the ministry should be open to those kinds of conversations. No, there answer no rolling out. No, was set up technical committee. Now all stakeholders, including the telcos, the NIA, National Identification Authority, no NCA now order. And so, question then comes up whether these mechanisms were not discussed. I'm sure that they would have come up.
Okay.
Now we'll take a decision that the optimum order was here is what they are doing now. It may be inconveniencing, and I don't know. I mean, you bring the Kazan message. What starting process in October? Of course, ain't there last minute. Madam, Yan advocacy, yan encouraging Kofu the one contemo.
That would have been worse. What am I going to say? Even Sabre Craman for a chain, Ababedu Sabre, and Kofu ye pao.
Yeah.
Among Wagana card, no my pa. Ebedu Sabre impuni. Now imagine time almost as the no video cry back. We cry the day I'm almost video in Biaka Hono. And I still ye who's a mess I win. It is a cashasi October and a man for Koya. Honorable Opa, Ufriana so what time Kakrebia, Fashiashi, NI4 head office war. Oma Salai, almost a kilometer, ewo NI anymore, just to register for Ghana card. There are people are over 2 years. Oma register, Oma card, Enyamai. A whole lot of problems with NIA. And you know, there are some people are genuinely, Oma person Oma register, but only Ghana card. I don't know.
Why register Ghana card? The card them bay.
In fact, me as a good real tea. Why register? Ben video who near my. Nipo marriage will be 2 years.
The policy is.
In fact, I know I'm penny movie baha. Also, I register the Ghana card. It could be 2 years. Then Sanka, we have some head of. Why, yeah. Then Sanyankai. I mean, what does it take?
No. I mean, some of these things, so, of course. Because of the nature of the system, Nankasano, these administrative challenges of Baba, although Otumo are minimal, I agree. And American there, it continuously, let's call on NIA to up their game.
NIA.
Many problem.
NIA.
But my problem, I'm one there. Say encounter problems challenges then the entire system should stop.
No.
Absolutely.
No.
And see, here, now in course there, NIA will be one district offices across the country. For the most part, be ampunko register until there, the issue came up.
In fact, Yama Professor Tiffany the team. Countless opportunities on Kokrokoo say, but catch ye keke district way and NIA office no work. In fact, about one said na me no tia make say, and your district in NIA office here, Juma. For the past 2 weeks, NIA, many reporters are here, Juma or Hopai.
I mean, my command district was secondly STM is
there. Kagana and now.
Minim, of course, Munko Ghana. Nti me nyun di chim but my American there am a district sekuni de menyim be man na office wo na menyim Sudan kofo wo okay one Ghana card when you one card instantly the more said the and I know people are Ghana crowd over the holidays Christmas ya okay one Ghana card one second without any incident. And see, what wasn't, but I agree, there be ana challenges kakra be wo. By all means, let's raise it. Now you make sure that everyone are responsible, no, or respond positively so that some of these things, no, were Brazil.
Mamenko, Dr. Ankra, so na meba hona ya.
Mumfama nu say.
Okay, first impacho.
Ozande, minimda ma for umber dudu pi. Ozande, background no here. In America, the damn issues in now are rising. Na ban we take a decision there rather than the about IMF Yakob Bossa and now Yaboko financial market near Yakob Bossa are you be increasing debt obodo unsustainable levels no me can say international ratings agencies na are downgrading into be here they about share inside whilst they implement the processes of formalizing the economy, put in place measures to bring in digital addressing. May to me identify houses na properties na ya tax. Whilst they share economy able to me abroad in the end tax net by bringing everybody in through the Ghana card system. In the immediate time, you will me say you raise extra revenue be you to me and form plug and hola you create. Because of issues I encounter, especially in 2020, 2021, we as a government will be acting irresponsibly. Ghana ko fokra one fan chain. Nti yasha electronic transactions are all increasing in volumes in the usage, such that 17 million people will use mobile money transactions. Abano impose a levy. And Nanaya, Moya Maroho kese.
And now the basic form.
Did they na yewa? Did they 1.75 is 1 CD 75 pesos on a 100 CDs.
And how much on 1,000 CDs?
175. No, 17 CDs, 50 pesos.
On 1,000
on
CDs?
1,000.
Good.
17 CDs, 50 pesos.
So
it's the lowest tax rate ever.
You have to add.
Inti Merbo, Nana, whatever incremental say transactions kesa. You pay more.
No, make I mean transaction kese. Unim say answer na 1.75 ebeba no. 1 in 1 out means wo. Unim.
1 in 1 out.
Good.
On your handy.
On say momo no what you see say ubufu. Now you want to send as they could do 1,000 cities. On better 1% that unim.
Nana medium.
Add that 1% to 1.75. Saying it becomes 2.75.
Yeah.
So 2.75 of 1,000. Ebema saying that is how you have to check it.
27 CDs, 50 pesos.
Na some getwa. Some getwa.
Tia de ye kwan. Yeah, they schools.
Anyway.
Yeah, then they hospitals.
Mami tell Dr. Kranzo.
Oh no,
Mama time no mami ko bi frost.
Na unsi mama fama no si. Mama kan you there. Such issues na and the solutions that are available. We all have to come together and bed and share. Cause I heard the man. Government demands that Nkofu will make on it, no, they will have to respond. And if they to raise revenue internally through this minimal, of course, for a lot of people is money. Only now, but why exempt a certain category? I will constitute 40% of mobile money transaction users.
Mate, Mami fan ko Dr. Ankra so but as ma me kan na na fredi ane me adwo say men kan kire wo say baby a brofo no fence say twi no ho be kire no de kan fante ye beto ase na na fredi unim say o yo nipa ba kwa on pesa wo de brofo be fra twi no kra
ma ti mo mozen
anti na na fredi
fante ne bo mo na fa
na na fredi I don't know the baby
na agenda or courtroom
no nyada but issues no the baby and the fans no why is it kakra is enough to fetch am I mo mozen
okay obi na den card I send them no or register 5th September 2020 ebesin ne nzanka ne card 5th September 2020 Ghana card I say instant biometric it is only Ghana na instant card it may take you 2 years now nzanka ere asemni Dr. Ankra mpacho bremna me hwe bia
me da say me crowd me can teach E-levy, you do home for almost 3-4 months. I say one minister 1.75 Teso Fako 1%. 1.75 Teso Fako 1%. The minimum amount we are untia sa tax no 100 Fako 300. So we yen say ya. If the opposition for no crowd almost say sorry. Minority for almost all money no cry. A B abesa just including the minority leader. Say someone 1% and call name call for best support. It's on record. Minority leader also mon fan call 1%. Na mo yan is on best support. Na den tina ye say chinchina twan.
But onim so say minority leader be can say no call for no so esa be is on na nya adwene was 1% no problem.
It's because ministers so enya na adwene say obey review because I said you decide here no ma menti ye kura ma tise ye say ye koye consultation ye koye broader consultation ye ka sabro for no okure ya ka enti consultation no say wo be ka kire me keke ana say oni me be din kita ho na watie me nso madwen me say I'll be the last person I make us me into your tax. It will be very very unfortunate ye into your tax nemum ye say etwitwa mene usraya na ana sikatria yawo Prakupe no, I say 1.75. Me real say already no na 1% da hode da. Nti nya 1.75 no kra. Ne so de anya hwe. Se ne be ya yankasa ye pray for development no. Ye be hia sika nti wo de fa ko 1%. If it's that time near din komo no be sin that. Me TM say is it one of the ministers? I can say the ministry will consider a reduction of 0.25 also. Which one, baby?
The OT be say, okay, they were considering 1.5.
But if it's that time, na be seen the same 1.75 nana, and that's that crata so you do uncommon. Enti, some minister bet here futua because onsa o yiro onsa mu pia na boom. Enipa no P say yet ya say you bet your tax. Name 1.75 na also te so fabra 1%. Me, I'll be one of the few people I met me. I can say, yeah, advocacy 1% yentua. Because you VAT to cry by VAT shas your Ghana. Na you say, you praise wa, you send the bar from, you the bar from Nipanetias, and they say, VAT, you say. VAT, a bro 17%.
17.5.
A bro 17.5. A bro, we your calculation now, the total figure no more than 17.5. Because of senior year calculation and sana ye de COVID the no san ba be kan ho so enti yente so na enipa no obi o ha bosome ni sika onya nyina 300 na ya unu say oman mu ebi mu salary o mo gi a whole month no 400 Ghana
bebre
the whole month
bebre
enti wo de anka fa minimum no fa ko 300 na nka wo be tax na akwa
3,000.
The minimum for the
no me tell
per month.
Me can month make obi ni salary the whole month 400 Ghana cedis.
No me tasi.
But what say 100 cedis
per day.
No, yeah, exempt
Per day.
No one fan got 300.
100 cedi per day. So that translates to 3,000 cedis per month exempt.
Brother, tell you, Messi.
Now, provide many problem.
No, I agree with what you're saying.
Make a day. Abandonation on so the mini issue.
Yes. Yes.
But my American day on your 300 cedis per month no exempt. Or 100 cedi per day.
The same thing I'm making you. Make
3,000 cedis.
The same 100 cedis a day. One fan got 300 cedis a day exempt. That's all I'm saying.
Instead of 3,000, then 9,000.
Something like that. But at least me, I'm just looking at and when now those at the lower level now. How many people will even transfer up to 9,000? But when now 100, 200, 150, them kitten, you can exempt them. Because even their volumes in USA. Because most of these there, you take from the have and give it to the have not. Until them 100, you want 300 a day. I have no problem. But me there, once I have said this is what I will do, this is what I will do. It doesn't work that way, especially when you want to build consensus. That's my view. Indeed, two things I have suggested. Or on reducing to 1% from 1.75, and then the daily taxable amount from 100 to 300. For me, that is what I think will be more pleasant to a lot of people to want to welcome this particular e-levy. And then the majority should learn to build consensus. And what I have seen here is that we are allowing the partisanship to eat into the entire discussion too much. So a whole party says I agree, another party says I don't agree. We don't build a country like that.
Motives, no.
My brother, it is until such a time that we all say, despite the fact that the man say every platform I've had, until such a time that met there, OBC or MPP MP, but now so our advocate they want to do kakra. Until such a time that OB NDC MP, but we can't say zero tax. Let us agree to pay something. Let's build the country on that line. But the this is what I want to do. This is what I will not allow to be done. We can't have any headway. Until all of us must begin to change the narrative. That especially what is happening in Parliament. I'm just praying that this year, they should do these things, do background talking. One can wait you and stand about on the floor. And let's have a better way of discussing some of these issues. Now, I can say a industrial strike.
UTAG.
CLOSAG, I declare strike. SITAG, I declare strike. Any year credit bear Bosumi Miensa and nine. UTAG they can't call strike. And our minister no can no so must suspend it. And Tiffy sat time na besi last week. Yen to me a new solution. I don't need a chairman near Masaya and Sana. Yet to one more. At least yen yate say UTAG for Nankasa can say second minister no kwa dia. Anka say maybe ankoma so very. That means bibi and unseen hand be your baby. A police strings. Omo here no mo totoa. School for no obi o be kase nkwara no omo nya nkwara ebi wo kra omo nyini kra omo nya nkwara asem. Inti school for na obi aba level 100. 2 weeks new or the hostel. Sika e de man no esa. Aduane e de man no esa. Ye nkyere na de. Inti ebedu time no say obi awianfo baby and a young man says, "Sika, the man obeyed in 12 weeks, 13 weeks, what rise and no baby." Now say, "Emo 3 weeks, qua, on to mean survival." Into young here, now young cancer, same way in temtem, and many yana, a year 1 too many. Yes, say, Obiba declare strike and San Waka said, Brahmi and Transi. Sometimes let's fight ahead. Young unit, let's forecast. Then I made my nya and sound of way or met me a harding. Now, who could Jack class where I crowd hard game pano or 99 to walk over now? Oh, yeah, over so tamina. Then I know I am a class prefect. There be our engaged on Yakran Crown, 7 weddings in Enti, a quaban ye fast one. You bet to me, a fast one, Yakansa, same way. Emma and Yinsum. Ye school for one addition, and I ye to Najam, young Shenny ya, a bit do point to be a yes, I can't say. University no Yademra and a vessel. 21 days say yanya bibia nkoswa also muklusu university down sana ye pana enti omo a ye de tumi ahye omo nsa no omo nsori waka na omuntu saa asemi hu anamo animanim ya se ne be ya anyi nsamu enye obi wo ha wo ba me se bra wo bra kra ansa na wo ba bedu school hostel nkofo e pe bia enya bi na wo akwaji obi dan se o meje no 6 months 6 months is strike until what you can do 2 months wom did that. A do time a year best school for frona. And no 6 months or 2 months as you. MP na ti hey nipa do a ekosiro muska kura nsa no go school. Now on na what you can mammy 1000 me call and yensuan there 1 month. Ya san extending obesamba. Everybody will suffer. Until young hwe kwan e fa so a ye be resolve asem because a year I can't quite do. Na me fa we no to aso prekwan.
Dia we fa.
So is security.
Bonaparte.
But for Kasem, I say, if there's something you cannot continue, don't begin. Just don't start. Yanya speaker upon speaker. Yes, Ubia and family military. Then speaker we inquire also all pay military protection. Now all no. Sabi one sorry no could now. Me to begin with in request here man military protection. Because when we do a now be a military protection. Now all request here. All request kwa a letter now. Onu wadi ka trokra de nipa all pay. And no say nka beka say open military protection. No mo ama hwe kwan fa so mbebo. Wo wadi ka list nipa de dada. Hwe time so ani na hwe time o to letter no. Wa ye na dwen de dada. Me pe nipa fo me fa ma me. No tro e na mo so mo grante. When the grante say yem fa soldier for na ma no. Now we also young follow procedure anti yansan red drum. I think there's something wrong somewhere. On no anka sense or request to begin with. Police for their more meti I see a man police for Makumako 12. Police for 12 they say yeah. They have not then ya na sabi why ya usro antia usan here soldier for na ya kan nipa dunsia nipa ba akopɛ na ya ka no ya ka no so nipa he na nhwɛ I'm say speaker on go ni niamam kakra. Now, why in a grantee? My point is, why in a grantee class a man for military protection? And sana yes, and because yen few. Send him say ye to mean to us, and can say the man. Nay, and can say, let's maintain the status quo. Did that then a police for never parliament? Ye knew my and our MPs now because say, Tama and Tokwasi parliament and soldier folk row, no money who coins on bow. Yes, a soldier for who coin class on Beben parliament. After the year military protection adabraka na enye din nyamo mo say 2 youth groups you see bako jinafa and I am say as me video me nim say na movie you say na real 2 youth groups na mudi sanse hunu we nyina bi so mo dwane o makote
omo njara anye me masa
o mo dwane akote enye na woko dan pare o bechu me dey me yesi achi nipa 7 or 6 yenchi omu nyina
9
yechi omu wi a mapan mu bia nkodi anim nkopa chawo
na dan pare yepa ne chawo
mo bia nkodi anim yenchi omu ne ma ne amrade ye na obi te ne ba bi na ke tutue ne kokan na okun obi kwa den omu pre ho me asem no kra me ntiase den omu pre ho andi nipa kurase kan ekuratuo na tutuo no Young hair near you. Can penny for sorry, your name Moframano and Casa. The youth are getting out of hands. And can or more yet drugs no. Sabi so what Juniper or what sa youth group will pay you said their bed whatever you call them. No see young for you this kind. You're near another group no cocoon. No Okoku no kun nipa then obey you. What at all are you fighting over? Oh go for the bay.
Territorial supremacy.
Territory papa ben.
Bako mammo bi and a bako nima.
Me say territory no den or mineral ben or property ben or more pre. Territorial supremacy. Indeed. And penning for nima ho. She nipa. Only say the seat of government. A holding in a eka ho. Young here and yama ye. Nima MP. Such an honorable person. Who know very unassuming. Nasa. Se nipa we di monim na se wako fase kan se wo de kokon a. Sabi nyansa ben pa ne wo.
Nima MP.
Hwe nipa MP. Look at him. Look at this person.
Yo.
Mommy ansisa ya niema. The security agency should make sure say sankofwe obi bia ne ho bom o picture kura atwam e wa asemu a say enu omudi. Ya nhwe ne ya nso anu a e kina bon se apie baby foforo. Ghana we are not known for this. Airtime,
according to Dr. Benjamin Ochre Ankra, Sakina Anochwa, one Dr. Squace and Amo Asokwa NCC office anope Yamamachi, Yadamasi Semode Efidieno Atoha, the 80 Kokrokoo, any Omemo Ensem. Honorable
Nana
point.
Ma doctor can many agent and in terms of speaker and security no nima issue na speaker no one na obviously majority had to respond no the way no was under impression any anum NDC for Ghana for when you there speaker and security na way nephew ma aban wa expose speaker ain't na so you that the masam no work no no kware was under the mechano speaker or police for 12 be only fee be on office be in the right on the cam na so request soldier for 4 come home but so I say there's a speaker sa wabasan queen na na wo bi anyi soldier ni obandan na speaker babenen kotin woman soldier for minim details no but part of consensus building ya no one sama yekin I believe the onunti na na so any issues are in some will see January 7th 16th defined to 7th and is a speaker no way in for no osra bande man nkofo kakranka ho sojafo I can appreciate why government will respond in a positive way but subsequently na say military no when who there dam procedure na offer no touchima kakra into what we see here who sentra onam doma dam institution na wo see no Obama yenuanom NDC for aba out na waba kada speaker no we ni security na abare nze ebi na the intimidate speaker na wa ma speaker wa kana na atum onam levy in some wa be nti but speaker so a member of parliament yet to aba on to be nti wa kana na atum na aban oda achieve abazi say context na was there can something na on American mischief na politicking ibian what the ko levy debate hu uzande mankasa I'm on record maka the post the approval of the budget and our budget was one ko approve saban when you levy no infima ni na premature uzande say abano was a bill was about parliament on the bill no da abano na yaba pass into law committee here where your recommendation will propose amendments up the floor members of parliament so will propose amendments you debate na ya to raba but she ridiculous figure bia honorable Kesalato Forsen or propose to the levy rate 0.001%. 0.001%.
Baby.
And see, and there one again na it's clear. Ma ban ni sheshaya our budget ni muno on kodo. Osende in their view say one ma ban kwan ma otumo raise the miske na aban wanko bobosa fofor na aban otumo ye mpuntujuma odi the miska na ode be ya the mpuntujuma na Ghana fu na obenya ho faso ultimately no obey nyo to aban the political benefit against their own interest into one say asam no netintin na niti eti abanyin levy no say aban oji not the miska no buma of course taxes oji the do on both your salaries or the your statutory funds na interest rate wo bosa ya bod daw na dem new revenue no botu one makon ma yanko bobosa da be hospitals and schools ye botu raise the miske e da imputujuma the miske obekita aban nsema NDC fusro the Ghana fall into abamon in 2024 into one thing.
Oh, how?
That's the reason. One sits now, what did you do? Nanyan, I'm telling you on authority.
It may be different.
How is it different? I'm catch out there. One, so I would not do. I won't get say me 11 waba nanyan. My one alternative. Or Sunday. Wow, Banumuda. Okay. VAT on financial services. Okay.
Yeah.
Fellas, kwachi fosu. Mo be na article atrocities here. Also, when you one there, where if you watch now. No, never be there. On the chrono is 17.5% too.
Me person who say bina more.
No, it's 17.5%. No pandemic be ambe.
Okay.
Na ban on your excess borrowing be on phone to your energy sector debt be. Na financial crisis be ambe ya ban wa bobosa o dey save Ghana depositors. Na ni na been see. But they needed a revenue to do development. I agree. 17.5% against 1.75. That's 15.55 was a 15.75 difference. Bois ma young kobobosa more. But yetum ya ye roads ya boyen cyber security human yetum ya ye youth employment you start I ain't na ye jitum there say youth unemployment issues ne hwede yan tackle about to create national security threat. Yeah. Very survival depends on it. It's rather than coming together, they look for once. Yes, yeah, for politicians to you make constructive input into the bill. No, now after you pass subsequently, no, why acceptable to all of us. No, one entrenched position we take no is born out of their political interest, not the interest of Ghanaians.
Okay, enja no Ghana phone decide say omo interest in tea and a minority yes and say enye omo
na yapon
yapon
say obi wo omanpanya hye na otia me to ne nkra Minister of Gender omanani nko ho
adai
Minister of Gender say president tia omanani nko ho minister ba kon ohwe ministry mienu so se hwe na be yi a na odi nipa foforo be ba ha on fa na mra ho ya meka no e ya desre so obeti a ontie
doc
mpocho mese ma so ma ka asma juro mpocho
mati na dey we talk about bad
onye bad madam for pa no onye bad baako say Dr. Ankra oye correct papa madam for pa ni Dr. Ankra abusua ye de musia eno no moti na anyway Bobo ba for dem ambie na me no ba for ambie okay ba for ambie ntimo ma me no me bie na me nko e frame na na ya okese obetimi aframe the cardinal ha na me de musie Jiramu nyina nemu namada Dr. Benjamin Ochirankra Honorable Andy Ejapa Mesase Dr. Father Dixon Kennedy Asante Osofo Kojo Asante Stephen Bafo Michael Ejari Arafat Isaac Oduro Pretty George Gift Yakoto and Peter Square Medamwase Dia nkan kwa me yebo amedase living in the world my sister Metremo ma chairman general kwa me sefakan you living in the world mama Kofi Kombese ne motra kwa akopem se premo ebeto some are really gonna love you and some are really gonna hate you David Walana Corporal Frank Corporal Frank or VIPPU Ghana Police Service David Walana Corporal Men's and CMO happy birthday Corporal Frank Chinkwa.
Love you. And some are
I had much never seen about the other twasum no so. And the radiasum jamunina. Macramo.
That is why we be drinking all the year. For when we'll be going right to heaven, all our friends will be drinking all the beer. Hey, 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 hey. We don't wanna know about the kamana. Yeah, we don't
Oh, I said, match me a very tough. Now, some Blue Jays energy drink. And Wahomaye.
Blue Jays energy drink.
It is in the name. Ewodininumu for smartness, boldness, and sharpness.
Blue Jays energy drink.
And money member. And for the game of football.
Yes! Keep on letting ball. Why are they Blue Jays, Blue Jays, Blue Jays, Blue Jays, Blue Jays.
Tell us, watch out! Chino, football is the game. Blue Jays is the energy. Excellent dribbling. Batum, that's right. And it's a goal! It is one of the great. Cheers with
Blue Jays energy drink. Premium quality. Taste and also a great with a touch of class. Baby.
Dodua, call budget cash and carry for 028-128-187 and 028-128-190. And yeah, my pin for about